entire building came up to me and he said, what are you doing here, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, I do IT training, blah, blah, blah. I'm young, I think I've got the world is my oyster. So the world's at my fingertips. I'm like, yeah, we do IT training, blah, 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 we get sales in, whatever. He said to me, okay, I want to meet with you on whatever day, Thursday, because I want to invest in you. And he wanted to invest £2 million. So he came up to me, and now my background is, I actually, where my office was literally maybe 15-minute walk from where my house was. Where my house was is 15 minutes walk from where I was actually born. Okay, Park Royal, Harsden, like, I'm small, this is a small town for me. I know everybody on my road, you know, it's literally like that. So I don't know anybody that's ever had £2 million or anything like that. And so, anyway, what happened is I was speaking with Samuel at the time, and I was saying, Sam, this guy just offered me £2 million. Like, what? You know, like, I was like, what the hell? You know, let's make a business plan. He said, just come to me with a plan, and I'll do this. And I think, oh yeah, not only did he do that, but he had a building opposite. Yeah. It was bigger than the building we were actually renting. We were building, as I said, we were renting a small little office in this huge building. Opposite, it was this bigger building. And he walked me around the whole building, and he said, I'm not doing anything with this building. Obviously he's like these rich Arab guys, and he's like, I'm not doing anything with this whole building. So you can actually have this whole building. You know, make your own training centre instead of just, you know, whatever. It's like, you can have this. And I thought I was already doing quite good. I was driving the car I wanted, and in my mind I already thought I was doing quite good. So he's telling me this, and I'm like, wow, this is just great. And then I come to the meeting, me and Samuel sit down, and we're like, okay, what do we need, you know? Come to the meeting. So it was me, Sam, a couple of other guys that we worked with, three of their bosses, their accountant, him and his partner in this meeting room. And he said, okay, how much do you need? And I said to him, £40,000. And he literally laughed and done this. I'll see you when you're more confident. And he walked out. Lost the whole thing. Okay? He said, I'll see you when you're more confident in yourself. And walked out. Now, to me, £40,000 is big. I normally make about £4,000. I took home about £4,000 a month, which back in 10 years ago was already big. I was only 22. You know, that's big now for a 22-year-old. Like, I thought I was, not that I didn't think I was arrived, but I was fine, you know. And why was I fine? I was fine because I was doing better than everybody else around me, okay? As I said, I lived on, the road I lived on was only a little way from my office, from where I was born. The people around me, they actually looked up to me because I had a nice car. I had the car I wanted, you know, I had a dream car. Had a nice house. I was actually a single mother as well, doing really, really, really well. So as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm doing well because I'm doing better than anybody else I know. But that doesn't mean I'm doing well. And obviously I didn't know any, so the power of association, obviously, and knowing things like people make a lot of money, 20 grand a month, 30 grand. I didn't know all of that, you know. And I just basically screwed up the deal. In fact, I screwed the deal up so badly that he actually wanted us out of the offices. He actually wanted us out because he goes, I thought you were, he actually thought, because I spoke to him another time, and he started to give my staff a hard time. Like, you know, when we wanted to use the room, the communal rooms and stuff. Now, instead of seeing me as that young entrepreneur that's going to take over the world, he now started seeing me as a bunch of kids annoying his workplace. And he wanted us out, and we literally like left, and it basically that was also to do with what you call a blueprint. If you've been listening to the book of the month was basically Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and in that book it talks about your blueprint that you have. My blueprint was that this was my blueprint. Me doing well is doing better than everyone else, but not as good as the men in my life. I think I was saying it to Shama, you were saying the other day. I've got an uncle and a dad that do well. I never ever thought it was possible to earn more than them. So my blueprint going through life, I never realised, how comes I can't earn more than this? How comes I can't earn more than this? No matter how hard I work, I never got across a barrier. And I realised, like, going to an event, which is important, going to an event. I went to an event in England by Jill Fielding. I realised she was a woman, she was talking about females and how females are making a lot of money, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, and she was talking about your blueprint. Most females believe that they can't earn more than their male counterparts, or they feel that it would be rude, and I felt it would be rude to earn more than my uncle or my dad. I just thought, I can't earn more than my uncle and my dad. They've got so much ego and pride in them, the males, and so you don't want to earn more than them. It's like you're not. They're the gurus. You can't earn more than a guru, kind of thing. And that just blocked me for a very long time. And obviously reading books, listening to audios, which I'm saying obviously with the Inner Circle, it started to slowly free my mind up. And I tell my children as well that if you ever get an opportunity, go for it. Don't say something stupid, ask for more. If I had to go back, I'd say I want 3 million. You know, actually I'm going to need 3 million or whatever. But I had none of that. I live in an environment where everybody hustles. Even the top people in my life, which is my dad and my uncle, they hustle. So I don't know anything different but hustling. So I'm asking for 40,000 because I'm thinking from 40 I can work my way up. Whereas in real business, when you're talking the businesses that you see, or you know, when these young people are coming up, they've had an investment. They've had 2 million or 5 million or even 10 million into them. And then they get shares, and then people get shares in their business, and they work it and build it bigger. I didn't know anything like that. For me, business was hustling. You hustle. Even at the top level, you're supposed to be hustling. You never get investments. You never get all this stuff. And so it's basically, you know, we are creatures of our environment. We are just basically the people that we've been brought up by, and the people that we're around. But that's not always the reality. And for us to even have a dream, you can have a bigger dream, okay? But if our mindset's not right, and if our blueprint in our head's not right, my dream was to be a millionaire. Yet I wouldn't accept £2 million, I asked for 40,000. That's because of my blueprint. My mindset is not ready. I'm saying I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a millionaire. But really, when it comes down to it, 40,000 was so much. You know, 40,000 was like, wow, you know, that's just too much. And so it's just like it's like listening to the Inner Circle. I think it's one of the most valuable, I mean, how-to and stuff like that with the other products are great, but one of the most valuable things is mindset. Listening to people, hello, listening to people that actually have that mindset. Everyone on there is earning over $30,000 or above. So having that in your head every day, okay, it counterparts. If you're watching Coronation Street, EastEnders, or if your friends are working or they're talking about their bills, you need something positive in there too. You actually just need that positive, you know, influence. So, you know, I definitely just recommend, if you haven't got, I'm sure everyone here has got Inner Circle anyway, because you're all, you know, proper people. but yeah, basically, you know, if you have got it, know the value. Sit down with your notepad, okay? Me and Simon have got a commitment that we listen to an Inner Circle every day. I listen to an Inner Circle with a notepad, and I have 3.5 pages of notes. Before, when I used to listen to it, I had no notes because I'm just listening. I'm not really listening. It's going in, but I'm not like, wow, what did she say? Let me pause that. You know, I'm not actually listening.
Sorry, just to cut you there, because, you know, some people say, when you're listening to Inner Circle, you could be in the gym, you could be out running. But I can't. When I'm listening to Inner Circle, I have to listen to it.
Yeah. Like, you can obviously recap while you're in the gym, something that you've heard already.
Yeah, if you've listened to it already, you can go through it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, first time, literally, I sit there, and that just came to me the other day after going to, where did we go? Denver. Because we were in Denver, and while I'm in Denver, I'm constantly on the WhatsApp to Shaq, our sponsor. and he goes, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. I've already written 5 pages of notes. And it was like, we were only there, at the time, we were only